Hey everyone, it's Rahim and you are watching the Everyday Talk on YouTube. So it's been a long time and we are back with a great video for you guys, and today we are going to be talking about the M1 iPad Pro. Yes, the OG 4 years old iPad Pro, which is, I think so, still a game changer, which is still something which is worth having. So let's dive into the video, but before that, if you like the content, just subscribe and leave a comment because the algorithm likes that. So first of all, talking about the M1 iPad, it was something which brings a leap forward in the technology of the iPad. After the MacBook Air, the M1 chip was introduced into the iPad Pro, which was something extraordinary at the time. A laptop grade chip into a thin and into such a compact device was something mind blowing, I think so. But how was the software experience at that time? It was not that great, frankly speaking, and a lot of people just do not want to be adding an iPad which was not capable enough, which was not really pro into their workflow. But as of 2025, with the release of iPad OS 26, the games have changed. It has totally flipped the table, and I think so it is the best time right now to buy an iPad and just get easy on your backpack, easy with your creative workflow. Such a tiny device in your backpack, in your hands, it goes anywhere where you go. So I think so it is the best time to buy an iPad. Now, just without wasting any time, let's dive into the video and talk about what the iPad M1 brings on the table. So first of all, talking about I think so a little recap that it is having a M1 chip, which is basically a laptop grade chip. It comes with the 8GB and 16GB variants depending on the storage level. The 16GB RAM variant comes with the 1TB of storage, and I think so it is somewhat a necessity for the you can say the creative professionals or anyone who is going to edit video or do anything above the basic task to get this much storage. And then secondly, it also comes with 120Hz display, which is also the same display present in the latest M4 iPad Pros. Although the technology is a little bit different, that display was actually the mini LED display, but now we have a better single pixel lit display in the iPads. But it is not something which is going to be much noticeable for the beginners or for the people who are not very much professional and looking for the color grading and all that hustles and bustles of the technology and all the latest and the greatest. Then there is also the Thunderbolt port, which is basically very fast, extremely fast. So now, without any further delay, let's start talking about the performance. The M1 chip still holds exceptionally well. As I was already talking, it's handled multitasking, video editing, gaming, and even some extreme tasks very well. Although the newer chips, the M4 chips, they are going to be better, obviously, as they are the newer versions, but still the M1 is handling very well. The OS is working very greatly. There are some lags, there are some clutters in the iPad OS 26, but still it is not that bad, and it is something which is also being seen in the latest and the greatest iPads with the M4 chips, and it is, I think so, something software based and not something which is coming from the hardware part of the device. So this is all about the performance, I think so. There is not a lot to talk about, and there is not a lot of, I think so, difference in the newest technology and the chipsets, which is worth it to just upgrade it on the basis of the chip or the performance itself. The leaps are very little, although you could look forward to something like M3 or M2 iPad, which we are also making a video about in the future. But still, I think so a thinner device is not a justification to spend more money just for having a slimmer device. Now coming towards software updates, the Apple is very consistent with the software updates in the devices, and we could just see 2 to 3 and even more years of OS updates on this M1 iPad, which is very promising, and you are always very future secure with any Apple device you are purchasing. You could see a lot of years of very major you can say software updates. Apple never disappoints with the software updates. Basically, either they are not that big every time, but they are not even that minor to just ignore them right away like they are with some other OSs like Android and a lot of other. So basically this was all about the software update which I just wanted to talk about. But then coming towards design and accessories, basically there are a lot of accessories available for every Apple device. Basically, I must say your iPhone has a lot of accessories, even your AirPods, your Apple Watch and anything. And this is same the case with the iPad. And now when iPad 2020, iPad M1, M2, M3 have the same design, you have huge range of accessories which you could buy and use with all of these devices. First of all, my favorite, the Magic Keyboard and the Apple Pencil second generation are no brainer for me. I could just use them anytime, anywhere for jotting down notes or for typing anything right on the go. And these are, I think so, some of the best accessories you could buy for your iPad. Yes, they are expensive, but they are worth it upgrades if you are a student, you are a professional, and especially the Apple Pencil 2 is a great upgrade if you are you can say a content creator, or if you are an artist. It is a no-brainer for you, and it is one of the best stylus you could get for a digital tablet, which is in this case the iPad. So this is, I think so, all the pros. Talking about the cons, actually I've seen that sometimes the USB Type-C port or the Thunderbolt port is unresponsive. I do not know why this is the case, but sometimes it just do not pick up charging on some specific chargers. Sometimes the accessories are not connecting, and this is a very common problem I've seen on the forums. I think so Apple could fix this with the software or OS updates in the future, but right now this is a problem I am facing and a lot of other people are also facing. But this is the one downside, all the other are the pros. Finally, talking about the price and the value in 2025, the price of the M1 iPad Pro just revolves somewhere around $1,000 and even less for the 11-inch model. But I personally love the 12.9 inches because it just gives me room for using it like a laptop replacement. And when I am reading something, I am in the mood of going through some stuff or researching for the videos or any such thing, it is also very helpful. So it is kind of a multitasking screen for me, so that's why I go with that. But it is a personal preference. Some people like 11 inches laptop iPads better than the 12.9 inches. So you could just get it somewhere around from $700 to $1,000 depending on which model and which storage capacity or the storage variant you are getting for yourself. So now talking about who should buy the iPad Pro M1 in 2025. So basically for the students it is no brainer, just go for this iPad. It is going to be your study buddy, your companion for your entire university life. Even though if you are just starting, it is going to be a very promising device for you, offering you a great battery life, offering you the software updates, offering you a lot of a huge library of apps and a lot of time to just play with it when you are not in the mood of studying and you have some leisure time playing games or just watching YouTube or any other streaming website or streaming games like from Xbox or any other such console, PlayStation or whatsoever you like or whatsoever your preference is. Then for creatives on the budget, it is also once again one of the great device. If you are a content creator, if you are a video editor who is editing videos for like YouTube right now, which I am doing, or if you are someone who is interested in sketching on iPad or digital sketching, there are a lot of great apps available on the iPad, and the iPad itself with the Apple Pencil second generation is going to be a great choice for you. And coming towards the professionals, even some professionals could use this iPad for their workflow as a secondary display for the remote work. It is a very great productivity device. But now finally talking about some alternatives, I think so there is no alternative for iPad Pro M1 in this price range in the Android category. This is totally out of question. No other tablet is going to provide you with such a great performance with the ARM based M1 chip, which is great in this price range and which is providing an exceptional, you can say, output, exceptional power in this price range. And with such a thin tablet, I think so it is no brainer. But once again, if you are looking for something much cheaper, iPad 10th generation or the iPad Air is something which you could look for. And obviously you could go for M2 or M3 iPad, but towards the M4 I am not into it, just considering that it is a bit thinner, it had single camera. These are some things which are not, I think so, spending more money on, worth spending more money on. So that's all from my side. Actually, I would like to stop here and request you guys to subscribe and like the video if you liked what I am sharing, and just feel free to ask anything in the comments. I would personally reply you back with the answer with my expert opinion, being a Apple user for more than 5 years, and on YouTube for more than 5 years, and an Apple user for 10 years now, if I consider that when I bought my first iPhone. So it is something that I am a tech freak. I know tech, I could say that more than some people. And if you find out this video informative or helpful, just give it a thumbs up. The algorithm is really loving it nowadays. Now the final verdict. Honestly, the iPad Pro M1 is still a beast in 2025. Unless you are chasing for the latest and the greatest, the OLED display and whatsoever you are looking for to be at the top, then M1 iPad is not for you. Else it is a great device, it is a powerhouse, and you could just buy it and enjoy it. So basically this is all from this video. We are just back after a long gap, and we are planning to continue this channel in a very, you can say, proper manner now, and there are going to be a lot of great videos coming towards the side in the future. So just make sure to keep to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and give any suggestions in the comments or ask any questions. That's all from this video. It's your host Rahim signing off. Thanks for watching, and until next time, stay curious and keep exploring.